Good morning, students of Aldersley High School. This is Miss Bird speaking to you this morning, and I'm really pleased to be able to talk to you today about doing the right thing. Before we begin, we're going to start by talking about the Joyful June calendar. Today's is really exciting. It's Find the Joy in Music. Sing, play, dance or listen. That would be fantastic, and I've actually put it as one of your challenges today to find the joy in music. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. So here are yesterday's challenges outlined by Miss Huntington in her assembly. Really important challenges yesterday that I really hope you had a chance to have a go at, and if you didn't, it's still not too late to have a go now. As Miss Huntington said in her assembly, this is part of a competition that she's running, so if you want to have a go at one of these boxes, then you can, and you could submit your entry to Miss Huntington and potentially win a prize. But also, just to echo what she said, this is also something that you might just want to do for you, and that is absolutely fine. If you didn't get a chance to watch that assembly yesterday, then please make sure that you do go back and have a look on the YouTube channel, because it was a really important topic. You have 3 challenges today then that I would love to see you getting involved in. Now, today's assembly is all about making the right choice and making good choices, and therefore I would love for you on Twitter to tell us about a time when you made the right choice. It might have been a time when you were stuck between a good and a bad choice, or it might just be that there was something that you could do but you didn't have to and you decided to do it. So whatever that might be, you tell us about it. I would love to hear all about it. Your second challenge of the day is to do something kind for somebody else, because part of doing the right thing and doing a good thing is all about being kind to other people. I think that's really important, and I'd love to see you do that for somebody today. I'll talk about how you could do that in a little while. And then, linking to the Joyful June calendar, I want you to listen to your favourite song, that song that, whenever you're feeling sad or happy or angry or whatever it is, the one that you want to listen to, and I'd like you to have a sing or a dance to it. You don't have to show anybody, you can go to your room and do it by yourself, but let out a bit of steam, have a sing or a dance. You can either do it at break time or you can do it at dinner or after school if you prefer, but make sure to let off a bit of steam, and listening to your favourite song, there's no better way to do it than that. Okay, so as I said before then, today's assembly is all about making good choices. So try and think about a time now for me when you have had choices and you could open one door or you could open another. Have a little bit of a think about a time when that has happened to you. It might have been a time maybe when you were choosing something in terms of maybe if you're in Key Stage 4, you were choosing your GCSEs. It could be something like that. Or it could be when you were stuck between a good and a bad choice. Perhaps, you either had the choice to get involved in something that you shouldn't have got involved in, or to step back from it. So it could be anything. It's a really broad topic, but have a little bit of a think about how this applies to you, because we have all been in a situation where we could have made a different choice, and today is all about thinking about how we can make those good choices. So I wanted to share this quote with you because I think it's really important quote. So this is Martin Luther King, who's a civil rights activist. I'm sure you've all heard of him. And he said this: "The time is always right to do what is right." I think that's an important quote, and that it's so vague, it could apply to anything. If you think about lots of things in your life, it could apply to lots and lots of different scenarios, but it's true, isn't it? There's never going to be a right time. The right time is always now, always. You can always make a new choice. That is the great thing about life. You have that freedom to make those choices. So what good choices could you make today then? The first one, I have to put this, is be the star student in your lessons by getting all of your work done and really impressing your teacher. That would be a really, really good choice to make today, and it could get you some recognition and some points. You could also say something nice to a teacher or another student over Teams. It might be as simple as a thank you, or it could be a compliment on perhaps some work that they've done or whatever it might be. That would be a really good choice to make today, because some of our best choices are the ones that make other people happy. You might do something nice for a family member. What an important thing to do. Maybe you could help out with something around the house that you don't normally help out with, maybe something that's not your responsibility. And what a great choice that would be, and it would make the people around you happy, which is really, really important. You might make a phone call to someone who might be feeling quite lonely at the moment. Or you could also give away something that you no longer need. Perhaps you've got something that a sibling might want, perhaps, and actually they could get some benefit and some use out of it. You might also think about what you could do on a larger scale. So consider how you might help out your community through perhaps raising money for a charity of your choice. We have had lots of people in the local area raising lots of money for the NHS at the moment. Not that the NHS is a charity, but you know, that is something that you could think about doing, or you could choose a charity. It might be something like litter picking. I've been seeing on social media a lot lately that people have been using some of their spare time to litter pick in their local community. What a great way to help heal our world. And it might be that you volunteer to do something nice for somebody. Perhaps you've got a neighbour who might need some support, for instance, who you could do something nice for. You could take something around their house. Obviously, all of this, make sure that it's whatever you do, it's in line with government guidance. But these are just some suggestions of things that you could do that might help the community and also help you. Okay, if you need any more advice on keeping safe, then you know who to get in touch with. You've got all of these email addresses here of people that you can contact. And remember that we are online from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. So please email us if you need anything. And then obviously if you need support outside of those hours, you know, on Teams every day we post the numbers of people that you can get in touch with, such as Couth and Childline, etc. So please make sure that you make use of those if you need them. Okay, and then there's one last thing that I'm going to share with you today. So it's a video. It's about 4 minutes long, and it might be a really nice thing to watch before you start your lessons. It's a very, very uplifting video, and it is all about making the right choice. Okay, thank you very much.